I'd like to share a video idea that just popped into my head. Video number 78. I'll attribute this one to my father, who lived on Highway 78. Who was cool. My father was cool. He was like that guy on that Time movie when the guy visits the guy with the long hair, the bald guy with the long hair that's from the future, and everyone lives on vertical caves, and then he wanted to know how to alter the past, why he couldn't, and the guy from the really wise guy told him he can't alter it because he's the result of the past. He looked like that. My father was actually quite smart. In fact, when I was a kid, when I was about 5 years old eating at a dinner table, maybe I was 7, maybe I was 5, but it was something like that. We're all eating at his little round dinner table, and I said, "Man, nothing ever happens when you expect it to." And my father goes, "That may be the key to everything." And then I waited and tried not to laugh, but I started laughing. My brother started laughing. I go, "What on earth are you talking about?" Long before I studied Zen or the Tao or anything like that. Kind of a spiritual hobgoblin even back then, but not like later. So, and later throughout the decades, I understood exactly what he meant, and he was right. Last thing I expected, of course. So, the Tao of Quantum Physics, which is a book, which I didn't read, I just read the title, but I got the gist of it from the title, because I've seen it happen too many times. You'll notice as I go up this light, every single light is red, and it's perfect for the video. I just did a scam dash trip in the opposite order of this trip. It was from 21st and Broadway, which is the name of the street I'm on in Kansas City, up to 10th and Broadway, and then a few blocks to the right. And I asked the lady if this certain road Baltimore was blocked, and she goes, "Yeah, it's still blocked." And so I said, "Well, I'll take the Broadway Chinese shortcut," and that's when I kept going to Broadway and turn right. Come in this direction, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going the other way. So I said to her, she goes, "I'm coming right out." And I said, "Well, don't come out now. It'll be about 7 minutes. I go, "It's only a mile and a half, but there's a lot of red lights on Broadway and stuff like that. So, take your time, no hurry." And I said that, sounding like I thought I was smart or whatever. And I've been up this street probably 1,000 times. I drove a cab in this town for 10 years, and I drove Scam Dash for 3 or 4 years. This is a popular, well-traversed street, and since they're always closing downtown for meaningless, dumb reasons, this street is the way to get here when they've closed and clognoglified everything else, to put it nicely. Stupidified is probably a more accurate word. So when everything's clogged up with all this traffic stops and this and that, for different reasons, different parties, the city, I won't mention the parties that do it, but I will say Z-Trip's best advertisement for Uber is when they close off downtown with this giant statue and this huge inflatable Z-Trip thing and say, "You have to go with Z-Trip." You don't know what people do. They jump in a Z-Trip saying, "You'll pay for that later," silently. And it's the best advertisement for Uber there could possibly be is the cab company's dumbness. That's why Uber was so successful, even though Uber's a complete scam. Their video says gig means scam. Because the people who run Uber also don't know what the hell they're doing. In a lot of ways. In some ways they do, but in a lot of ways they don't. But anyway, that's one of the many. There's construction, there's the city, there's this, there's that, there's all these people trying to help, and trying is the key word. Because trying to help is the opposite of helping on many fronts. But this street is the Chinese shortcut to downtown. I've been up and down the street 10,000 times over 10 years. Yeah, at least 3 times average per day. Oh, my phone battery's running out. That means I'm talking too much. And never, ever, I've been up at 10 million times, and never, ever, ever has all the lights been green. But I tell the lady, "Well, don't hurry down the stairs. There's quite a few red lights." As you can see, there is, as I'm going this way. I'm surprised that I'm even doing this video. I'm surprised they didn't all turn green just to show that my attempt to make this video was also futile. But I guess I didn't try too hard to make it. I turn right, and I go up Broadway, and for the first time ever, and it will never happen again, right after I said that, and because I said that, every single light was green the whole way. And I told her every light was green, the Tao of Quantum Physics. I seen the title, I didn't read the book, I got the picture. That's the Tao of Quantum Physics. When you wish for a red light, there's a green light. When you wish for a green light, there's a red light, because you're wishing for it. If you wish for it with too much effort. Yeah, and that works about everything in every way. Yeah. Okay, good enough. Video done. Good enough. I've made my non-point.